How's it going, everybody? Sorry about the noise. It's a little bit louder than usual. Just wanted to get a quick update so we get a video in today for all y'all. Got a trip planned here coming on Thursday, and I'm hoping that it's going to be a good trip. We're going to go out and we're going to grab us some big baits, try out some new things. Wasn't a planned trip, but we're going to be going out, trying it, one last time, on our own. I got 2 trips left for the season. I got this one coming up here on the 7th, and then I got another one planned for the 14th. So the 7th, we're going to go out from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m., and we're going to go out and we're going to try and get us some big fish. I was going to go and try and get some line today and soak it in some water so that I could get ready, get my other 2 reels spooled up with some soaked line. Unfortunately, that didn't work out. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to go and grab some full chicken breast previous to the trip, try out the old experiment, see if big old blue cat will take a whole chicken breast. We're going to put her on out there and see how she goes. And then also we're going to try and go out and grab some crappie previous to the trip. We haven't used crappie all year. I'm going to go out and I'm going to grab some worms. I got a buddy who gave me a lead about Madison Lake out there in London, Ohio. He told me that there are a slew of crappie out there right out by the marina. So I'm going to go out and fish by the marina on some worms, try and see if we can get a hold of some crappie so that we can see if the flatheads are biting on crappie. They eat most live things. They like their bait real lively, and those crappie, they move a lot in the water. So I'm thinking we put some crappie out there on a line. They're going to move around. They're going to get those catfish attention, and we're going to get hooked up with some big fish. I'm hoping that the weather will be decent. I'm going to have to take a look at the weather patterns, to see whether or not we're falling on a full moon. We shouldn't be, considering we just had one here shortly. I think a couple of days ago, I want to say, we had a full moon. I want to say it was Wednesday of last week we had a full moon. You don't want to fish on a full moon. We'll talk about that at some point. Whether that's a fisherman's tale or whether there's any merit to it. I'm hoping there's no rain. If there is going to be rain, I hope it falls right after we get done fishing, because fish always hop onto the bite right before it rains, and a lot of times during when it rains too. It's really a 75-25 sort of chance there, 75% chance that they're going to bite when it rains, 25% chance they're just going to be completely off it. That rainwater, when it hits the surface of the water, it stimulates the sound of catfish feeding. Sometimes they get stirred up into a feeding frenzy. Sometimes they just, I don't know. Sometimes they just don't bite. I don't know. I can't tell you what fish think. I can just tell you what my experience was. So we're gonna go out. We're gonna grab some crappie there on Thursday morning. Maybe I'll film a little bit of that, see how that goes. And I'm going to try this time around to film a full fishing trip for your viewing pleasure, so that you can see me out there, struggles of it, the rewards, all that sort of stuff. So we're going to try and get a full fishing trip in this time. You can see all the fish I pull in, or if there's no fish, you'll see me pull in no fish, which would be a rather sad video, but, however it goes, win, lose, or draw, we're going to go out there and we're going to try. I got the same expectations I always got. Every time you go out there, there's going to be a problem with one of the rods. Every single time there's going to be a problem with one of the rods, whether it be, all of a sudden it wants to tangle up over the bobber after you cast it, or whatever it might be. Whenever you're fishing the bank, there's going to be a problem with one of the rods. You got to get real lucky for nothing to happen with one of the rods while you're out there. So I guarantee that'll happen. We'll see. I'm excited though. I think we're going to go out and catch some big fish. We're getting to be at the point where the flathead are getting on the bite, because winter's a coming, and when winter comes, the flathead go and they lay down in wintering holes, and what they do is they lay up on top of each other like this, You know, they lay up on top of each other and they keep warm for the winter, and they kind of hibernate in that way. They just kind of lay on top of one another, you know, and they stay there for the winter to stay warm. And right before that happens, they want to fatten up. They want to get fattened up through the whole winter, you know, so that they got plenty of fat to burn through, so that they don't have to go around hunting for food. So should be getting on them. You know, we're past the spawning period now. You know, they're off the nest. We should be getting a hold of some decent sized fish, and I'm excited. It wasn't a planned trip. The last trip was supposed to be the last one I was fishing alone. Then I was going to take my buddy out here on the 14th, and we was going to fish on that day and see if we get him a hold of his first ever flathead catfish. So that'll be a good experience. You know, possibly getting him a hold of his first fish in hand. That'll be nice. It's not a whole lot to report. I wasn't going to do a real long video because I was a little bit busy today. As you can see, I'm not in my normal attire when I'm kind of lounging around the house. So, hope you all had a happy Labor Day weekend, you know, and get excited about this trip. It's going to be happening. Keep your eyes peeled for that notification when it comes out, you know, after the whole video takes place. And if you want me to start streaming these sorts of things, start supporting the channel, and the more money I got to work with, the better content I can provide for you guys, you know. Y'all have a fantastic day. This is the Flathead Catfisherman signing out. Have a good one.